No dropped frames. Let's go back up to black. What is going on? I am zmoT, also known as Anon Moose. It's been a long time, and I apologize on vacation for the Warships drop, which was basically the worst possible thing ever. If you're new here, hello, I'm zmoT. I am a YouTuber who does Boom Beach. You might never have heard of me because, yeah, worst possible timing for vacation. But we're back, and I've missed all of you. Away for 2 weeks, and I've been back for a couple days, but just slammed with life and meetings, and it's my son's 10th birthday today. Some of you may have seen my face now. We got Timothy in the chat, and Boomtown, and Bahir Samraya, and Drowstew. Yeah, it's been a long time, and I have missed all of you greatly, but at the same time, it was fantastic to disconnect. I've got a whole bunch of accounts on my device. I've got my HQ, I've got this, my single sniper account, which the headquarters hidden back here, HQ16. I've got my other HQ16. I've got my HQ18. I've got HQ22. So I've got all sorts of different levels of warships. This level of warships, I've never done a single attack, never set up a single thing. So maybe later on we'll come back and get into this account. I'm not sure if we'll set it up or not. One of the things that I don't have any idea about is how the heck I'm going to make content for you guys, what I can do to make things interesting. It seems like people enjoy Warships. What's going on, Pete the Golfer and Crow's Nest? Thank you for the birthday wish for the little dude. I don't know what to do. Operation Attacks, Dr. T, Warships, War Factory. So I'm just going to go through a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll just see. Going forwards, I don't have any idea. So what I'm going to do here is we've got Powder Keg started here. This account, as you can see, has no defenses whatsoever except for the required level 1 sniper. We're just going to do a very low level operation attack to start with, and then we'll carry on from there. Maybe we'll do some warships on another account. We'll figure it out. If you guys have any input whatsoever, please do let me know in the chat. I see there's a question about abilities for the Mega Crab. Now, a lot of people have been asking when the Mega Crab is, and I am here to tell you that I have absolutely no idea. I don't know when the Mega Crab is. I kind of assume it's going to be very soon, like towards the end of the month, but I don't really know. So look at that, 2 smokes to get all the way back there. Now we're going to double hack, hopefully, and get rid of some rocket launchers. Now, these abilities don't really transfer to warships. Using Everspark for warships doesn't really happen. Warships is all about a speed race, and for those of you who have 2 engine rooms, the best possible like for example, my youngest, actually my 10-year-old is stuck. He's completely stuck. He has only has 2 engine rooms because he's HQ11, and he has been basically undefeated. And the way to stay undefeated with warships and 2 engine rooms is just to use all heavies, and it's absolutely insane to watch the replays. All heavies is the meta for 2 engine rooms, and it's crazy and silly, and I'll see if I can. My problem with warships is that your name is shown a bunch of times, so my son's name would be shown a bunch, so I got to figure out if I'm okay with that or not. I'll think on that. It's not exactly his name, so let me know what you think in the chat about that. But warships, there's all sorts of different metas happening and all sorts of different ways to attack, and I'm very curious if you guys are enjoying it or not. For those of you who are not aware or have been living under a rock, I flew to Helsinki. Supercell was nice enough to fly me and a couple other guys out to Helsinki, spent some time at Supercell headquarters. Now, I don't have any idea what I'm actually allowed to talk about. I don't know which parts we are allowed to talk about and which parts we aren't. So I'm going to keep those details fairly vague. I can tell you that it's a pretty standard tech type office. If any of you have ever worked in tech over the years, it's got the standard, like the stocked fridge and there's no shoe atmosphere, and it's a cool place. It looks like a cool place to work, but I'm gonna keep the details of the visit under my hat. Other people might have talked about it, but I just honestly have no idea what we're allowed to talk about and what we're not allowed to talk about. So I'll just keep those details until I talk to Rick and see what the heck. I've been ridiculously busy. So if other people have posted videos, please don't hesitate to link to them or whatever. I'm just trying to play it as cautiously as I can because you don't really want to piss off $1 billion company. Now that that's solo's done, I love soloing Excel that way. It's a very, very fun way to solo Excel low level. Glyphos in the house. Let's go back through chat while we wait for this to finish off. Mega Crab, which update is better, Private Bullet to level 8 or Energy Drink to level 5? You'd have to do the math on that. I kind of assume it's Energy Drink level 5, but you'd have to do the percentages because his health is going to get boosted by the level, but then his refresh is going to be boosted by Energy Drink as well. I assume it's going to be Energy Drink. Zaid Ben Musa saying hello. Hello. Hopefully, someone let me know how the audio sounds. Glyphos in the house. How's it going, Glyphos? Long time no see. And Mads, long time no see. I will have to pass that along to Silly Merp. I have not seen Mr. Merp or Silly Merp in quite a while. I'm gonna change accounts here. Let me just make sure that I pick up some diamonds here. As you can see, not using this account terribly often. This account is in a task force called Alpha 9, which is full. We generally purge like half the task force every week or so. People drop their accounts in here and then just forget about them. Anyone with 0 intel generally gets purged fairly often. So if you're looking for a task force that does basically nothing, but if you just want to hang out, this is the place for you. Let's keep scrolling. Callus is here. Rossa is here. Martin Boom. No Shadow. I know. Let me just change accounts quickly. I'll be right back. Where is my blank screen? Blank. Where is my normal blank screen? Sorry, I should have my blank screen. I'm going to go blank screen without the speed syrup music. I apologize. Back in a sec. Okay, we're back. Now, I've run into a bunch of small, sort of annoyed with these small little bugs with Warships. For example, this is my Tom's account. This account gets chests all day long. It seems like I get more than my fair share of timer chests. On my main account, I get like 1 chest every 24 hours. So I feel like any account that has any device that has multiple accounts, maybe they kind of stack towards one account or something like that. I don't know the actual details, and I need to actually sit down and document this, but I just haven't had time. So if anyone out there knows what's going on with these timer chests, like this one says 4 out of 4. This account is essentially maxed in my tech tree. As you can see, don't have Zukas unlocked, don't have heavies unlocked, just doing full-on all rifle rushes on this account, and it's been going extremely well, but can't get that extra engine room. So running into a bunch of difficulties with different HQ levels, different engine rooms, and having to build different metas as a result. But it's kind of frustrating because at this point, if anyone has flamethrowers, this account just loses all the time. John Anderson in the house. What's going on, Schweiss? Now, that's one thing that I wanted to say about Warships. It's brought a number of people back to the game. Nick at Night is back making videos. Ryan is back playing. Mr. Smith is back playing. Or is it Bill Smith or Mr. Smith? Anyways, It's very, very, yeah, one chest a day is rough. I agree 100%. My main account, I've basically stopped playing it because I feel like I don't get any chests. Like I log in at night, and this account, I come in and I have like 2 or 3 chests waiting. My other account has one. So I know they're generated every 8 hours, but we're gonna go like this. I've been using this quite a bit with the two warriors, and the reason for that is um, I do not have engine. Yeah, all of the cheats, as far as the major cheats, have been fixed. I know that Shishka Bobber put a video up talking about how you could stack chests and stuff, and that was very well known, and everyone was talking to Rick about that. I don't think that was as big a deal as it was made out to be. I mean, it was a huge, huge problem, but I feel like the little bit that I watched, Shishka Bobber made it sound like only he knew about it. I think, maybe, but everyone knew about that, and it was a big problem. And there goes, see, this is the problem I have with this account, is I lose Kavan right away, and now this account is done for. Like, there is no way in heck that I can now win with this account. So I've found that using both beaches works very well sometimes, and then of course when you go on a live stream it fails completely. Now I really, really do hope that in future tech trees they nerf barrage and artillery, because it basically turns into how fast you can artillery the other person's engine rooms for a number of different HQ levels. Mega Crab, I do not know when Mega Crab is coming. All I'm doing is I'm constantly checking my areas for a crab. Have not seen one yet. Hopefully, in the next 4 hours or so. That's, I think, typically in the next 4. My time zones are way off right now. I've got New Zealand time, I've got Canada time, I've got France time. So I don't know, but I kind of assume that in the next 4 to 9 hours we might get a Mega Crab Shadow. I don't know. I'm really, really hoping. But yeah, chest timers a little bit annoying. The other thing that I've noticed is that on some of my accounts, once in a while, I actually lost on purpose. That was a lose on purpose right there. Like yesterday, in order for me to reload Zukas, it took 12 hours to reload 200 Zukas, which made it basically unplayable. So, but then once they filled up, my timers are normal again. So it seems like there's a couple timer issues with either chests or troops, and it's a bit frustrating at times. But I feel like hopefully they are working on these things behind the scene. We'll find out. I have not. Now the other bug that I have seen the most complaints about, like so many complaints about from Task Force players, is that apparently there's some sort of zoom bug, and I can't figure out what it is. On iOS, I don't have any problems whatsoever. So I'm guessing it's an Android problem, or maybe I've just been super lucky and haven't been hit by it. So if you guys know thank you very much, Green Machine. Good to be back. The vacation was fantastic. I'll talk about that in a sec. Let's do one more operation attack, because clearly my warship attacks are just not. That was not a great start to warships. This account, I'm going to use all my GBE, and we're still not going to get rid of these rocket launchers. Let's just see what we can do to get rid of rocket launchers. Low level GBE, not doing math. Again, I guess we're going to follow up the warships attack with a bad operation attack, just to make things extra interesting. Now this account does not have the benefit of tribes, so we don't have the cheap smoke, so I'm about to get absolutely destroyed by all of the rocket launchers and all of the shock launchers. I kind of assume anyways. We shall find out right about now. Need to get one smoke right about there. Hoping to get somewhere in about there. We're going to get Sparky to get shot a couple times, and then we're going to throw a shock and hope to get some troops still alive. We'll find out. I mean, I'm just getting destroyed and wrecked, but on the flip side, at least we have gotten rid of those rocket launchers below the core, so someone else can deal with it. On this account, I really don't care about operation attacks. There's 47 more people per powder keg. So Andromeda and parents, people. There are many people. Let's give Perrins the moderator. It goes to the middle of the screen no matter where you pinch on operation attacks. Maybe I pinch in the middle. I don't know. I feel like maybe I always zoom in the middle or something because I have not had any problems with any of my operation attacks. Swag Gaming, hello, hello, hello. Um, I know only kids play PUBG. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, I mean my let's have. I don't have any troops here sadly, so I can't do a regular archipelago attack. Now, if and again, please do, if you're watching this now or if you're watching this later, please comment as to what the heck you want to see. Whether you want to see, like, what I'm planning right now is when the tech tree resets, I want to do a video covering all of the stuff in the tech tree and walk through the things that I feel are going to be important for upgrades. But on day-to-day videos, I don't know if you guys want to see warships or a combination. So please, as always, do give me some details. Would love your feedback. I need to catch up with the community as far as Discord and YouTube and all that stuff to see what the heck is going on, what's popular, what you guys like, all of that sort of thing. Now, one of the things that I really, really hope that they bring to Warships, just jumping all over the place, my apologies, I want to have unranked battles. I want to have a battle that I can just attack warships, because one of the things that I was most excited about Warships was the removal of timers. So if you get an upgrade, it happens instantly, and your troops reload. But I still find that I'm run out of troops, and I'm putting the device down. So if I could do an unranked attack with unlimited troops, just load my troops and do an unranked attack, I feel like it would help me improve, kind of like a friendly battle, but with all of whatever troops you want. Anyways, thanks for coming in, Schweiss. Have a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Warships is fun. I like the race aspect of it. Sorry, I'm replying to Mark C, who was talking about how he doesn't like Warships. I don't know. I'd be curious to see how Warships is affecting it. I find that I am playing Warships more than I'm clearing my map, but one thing I don't know is how much intel I'm generating compared to normal. So what I'd like to see, I almost wish they'd break up the intel into like archipelago intel versus warships intel, because I honestly have no idea how much I'm helping my task forces right now by not clearing my map but playing warships. So if you guys have any sort of balance or information as far as how much intel you can expect from warships, please do let me know. But I feel like I'm sort of limited because I'm not getting proper chests, I think. See you later, Callus. Thanks for coming in. I find that, so Drowster, is it better to rush engine rooms or not rush engine rooms? I don't know, to be honest. The counts that I have that are limited by their HQ level, I feel like they get easier opponents. So it might be better off, you might be better off not upgrading to that next engine room. But again, I haven't put enough time into this, and I'm just speaking off the cuff, which I hate to do. I hate to just throw things out there because when they're right, you sound fine, but when you're wrong, you're an idiot. So I'll research that. That's definitely on my list of things to research, because I don't know if matchmaking is affected by the number of engine rooms deployed, the number of engine rooms unlocked, or how that works. So definitely, I wish they would not make troops. You wish they would not make troops reload if it's a tie? I'm not sure I follow you. So if you tie, your troops come back? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I kind of figured that. So warships giving intel at the very beginning when you're leveling up crazy fast makes sense, because all of these different levels give at least one intel. But then after that, I guess you're probably limited to 3 per day, because every 8 hours. Not a ton of intel on warships, so maybe that could be balanced in the future. Don't really know, but let's try and actually win a battle here now that we've completely failed. Let's see what we get matched up against. Okay, so lots and lots of machine guns to the left. We're going to avoid that entire area and that shock launcher, so hopefully, actually they got 2 shock launchers, so this person has upgraded a lot. You'll notice that rocket launchers. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's a bug or a feature where rocket launchers are incredibly expensive to upgrade after a little while. Now, I feel like on this account, I have basically gotten as far as possible with all rifles, and now I'm just getting absolutely ruined by anyone that I run into. So I think I need to start looking at unlocking some other troops. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep losing. It feels like there's a certain point that you can get to on every engine room or every HQ level, and then after that, you just get absolutely pummeled. So we're going to try and rush this final engine room here in a second. Always, always love to rush the engine rooms, flaring the engine rooms, hoping that this gets me enough GBE for that final artillery. Let's see if we're going to win. Yes, we are. So always, always, it's so strange that I find in Warships that flaring the HQ and running through all of the defenses works. I mean, that's why with 2 engine rooms, it's all about the all-heavy rush. See you later, Rasa. Thanks for coming in. I don't really know the whole, like, one of the things that's kind of interesting to me, but kind of disappointing at the same time, is the fact that it's all about Kavan. I've seen a couple people using Brick, but otherwise, I mean, maybe at the higher levels, Bullet becomes useful or Everspark becomes useful. I feel like Everspark needs to be moved slightly further down the tech tree. But, and again, I really, really do hope they nerf artillery or barrage or move them further along the tree later on, because these, like when you have 2 engine rooms and you can artillery 1.5 of them, it just turns into a rush. So, Hookah, well, again, Hookah is better, but I have not unlocked or upgraded either of them. So sending out level 8 heavies and level 7 Zookas would not be better. There are many, many ways to play this game, but it all depends on your tech tree choices. Right now, throwing in Rifle Zooka or Warriors or whatever it might be, it all depends on which troops you've unlocked. And that's the beauty of the tech tree, is that there are many, many ways to play it, and I really do appreciate that aspect of it. So, heavies, rifles, heavies, Zookas, rifles with medics, it all really depends on what your upgrade strategy is. And that's the part that most excites me about Warships, is that there are many different ways to play the game. People are playing with RCZM, RZM, they're playing with lots of Zookas and a couple rifles, or all heavies and Zookas. Lots and lots of ways to play, and for me, it just makes things very, very interesting, and I really do like that aspect of it. So we're gonna, I mean, for this account, there's no other way to, like, there's literally no other way for me to play this account, just because otherwise we're just going to get absolutely, absolutely crushed, because I don't have any other troops. So you can specialize, you can generalize. There are many, many ways to play Warships, and I really like that part of it. So we're going to have a big, big problem here in a second, because I'm using up all of my GBE, and I should have saved at least a little bit more, or at least dropped some troops on the right-hand side. But we're going to try this difficult shock right here, and hopefully that will get us into the kill zone of this final engine room, get us enough GBE for that final artillery, and maybe we'll win? I don't know. Definitely some interesting stuff, and the fact that it's not entirely dedicated to one specific troop or one specific meta is good. I was very, very scared by that to start with, because obviously Smoky Zookas work very, very well for operation attacks, but I've been playing with all warriors, all heavies, rifle Zooka medic, rifle medic, and as you can see here, it works. Like, someone was saying that heavy Zooka is better. Well, that may be the case, but this works, and winning. Winning, winning, winning. So, yeah. I mean, but then the other thing is, this account is not going to get to rank 18 or 17, because we just don't have enough of the tech tree exposed. And so there is a hard limit where each level of the tech tree can get to. Like this account cannot get extra GBE. Let's just get a little bit of a chest here. See, and instantly another chest. And we would have went from 4 out of 4 to 3 out of 4, so we've got probably 3 other chests. Let's have a look and see what we can upgrade. So the most important bit is, see, we can get troop health, perfect, but we can't get the defensive building damage, we can't get troop damage, we can't get any of the extra building health that's down the line, any of the extra GBE. So this account is just not going to make it to those higher levels. Let's get a little bit more building health here. All that's going to do, of course, is make it so that we can't be barraged. Now, the other thing is, I'm curious to see who's actually pushing. Like, in our task force, the highest is level 17. Of course, this is an inactive task force, so that's not a big deal. And now, I have no idea what these ranks mean. I wish you could tap on them and see what they actually mean. Is that, like, what is 10? Is that, if someone knows the answer to that, please do let me know, because I have no idea what any of these ranks mean. So maybe that's 10 above 25. I really don't know. Let's keep scrolling in. There we go. So maybe that's 35, because that's 10 above 25. I have no idea whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm in the same boat, VH. My problem right now is that I am almost out of powder, and there's been so long between mega crabs, and that's the only way I get powder, because my sculptor is just a complete and utter mess. Let's switch it up. I'm going to switch accounts here quickly. We'll go to one other account. I've got some sort of weird update thing. Back in 1 sec. Now, as far as the loading screen goes, I don't know if you guys have noticed it or not, but one of the Johnsons on that loading screen is fishing, and every time I see the fishing line, I think there's a hair on my screen, and it drives me up the wall, and I try to wipe it off. So Supercell, if you're out there and watching, please consider removing that fishing line or making it thicker or something, because every time I see it, I think there's a hair on my screen. RCZM at 6 rooms. Yeah, Peter, I'd be curious to hear what combo you're using. I've been using 3 rifles, 4 Zookas, and medics, and then I switched. I just unlocked, I think on this account I just unlocked, let's just have a quick look here. This account I have not unlocked, I have unlocked it. I have not got Cryoneers quite yet. So Cryoneers is on my list of things that I want to upgrade. I also don't know the ratio of how much building health you want versus troop health. That's one of the questions that was asked on Twitter, is what should you prioritize, building health, troop damage, or building damage? My general feeling is that building health should be first, then some troop health. Some troop health is definitely required. Building damage, sure. Troop damage, I'm not, like, it's all about the race. So I feel like building damage is on the lower scale, but maybe you guys on the higher level is actually defending things. Maybe you guys are actually defending and the building damage is important, but I've found so far that it just hasn't been an issue. Shock mines have been a big plus, I've found. Just making people slow down or have to barrage them or whatever it might be, I've found is somewhat helpful. Now, I've actually hidden them, so I probably should hide these ones as well. But if you look behind a bunch of my buildings, I've got my shock mines hidden. I should probably hide these as well, just hoping for at least one person to not realize that I have shock mines, and if I can slow one person down with a shock mine, everything is good. Everything is awesome. If you guys have anything else you've been doing as far as buildings you like, layouts you like, again, this is just making people go left. It's not necessarily working, but I found that people are going to barrage and artillery 2 of my engine rooms. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best meta is for the actual defensive layouts, but I've got some stuff I can spend here. Let's see here. What can we see? Still have not unlocked Zookas. Still unlocked. This is my higher level. Now, I've been using warriors a bit on this account. Where's my actual main warrior account? I'd have to find that one. Just too many accounts. I am really enjoying different layouts, different troops, and working my way through. Now, and the other thing is widescreen. I gotta say that the widescreen for Tech Tree, look how much information we can fit on the widescreen. Really, really enjoying that from the YouTube perspective. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tiers of the tech tree on the screen at once, which is pretty nice. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Don't really know. Make a T-shape of what? As far as with the buildings, is that what you're saying, Mr. Peter? Thanks for coming in, Mr. Longnecker. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know how. Like, I gotta say, I'm really, really excited about for when the tech tree resets. I am definitely going to do a stream for that. I don't know. Do we have a timer on that? There must be a timer somewhere right there. 10 hours means that it's going to reset in the middle of my night, which is going to completely suck. But maybe I'll do an early morning stream or something like that. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, actually. 10 hours from now, Supercell will be offline as well. So that seems like an oversight. If the season ends at... That's going to end at 14... Actually, I guess that's not bad. That's going to end at 2 a.m. Supercell time, 3 a.m. Supercell time, so maybe they didn't think that through. That feels like a bad idea, but maybe Rick will be online at 3 a.m. to check on the, on one each point of the crown, one in the middle, one in the bottom. We're talking Ickett, what's going on? Who gave Ickett the wrench? That just seems absolutely crazy. Yeah, and that's the thing. I am looking forward to the point where it gets more about skill and less about race. And I feel like for the lower levels, if they were to nerf artillery and barrage or make it so that the artillery and barrage doesn't come until you get like 4 engine rooms, it might make things a little bit more interesting. But I'd love to hear what you guys think needs to be done to make for interesting seasons. Maybe you think that there should be no shock launchers or no rifles at the beginning or no Kavan until later. They will talking about resetting the tech tree, the assumption is every season there will be a new tech tree. It does not have to be artillery in a season. There does not have to be flamethrowers in a season. They can do a season with no Kavan. They can do a season with no shock launchers. They could do a season where Rainmakers are somewhere in here. That is the thing that excites me the most about the tech tree, is that this is not the tech tree for every season. This is the tech tree for season number 1. It's 4 p.m. I am taking my lunch break right now to talk to you guys, and then I'm going to burn through work. I've got a whole bunch of meetings coming up in a couple hours, so I figured I'd get on here, get some Warships out here, say thank you to all of you who have been around, been chatting, have been patient with me not doing videos. And for new people, if you are new to the channel, please do leave a comment. I will get back to you whether you're watching live or if you're watching at a later date. We're going to attack this from the... I can't decide. On the right-hand side looks easy, but that one engine room is just so far away. We're going to drop on the left, and we're going to go this way. I'm going to barrage this one, and we're going to throw some artillery back here. Now, a bunch of you were asking about my vacation. We went to Italy, and it was absolutely fantastic. Definitely went the right direction. We started out in Venice and Florence, and I do not have any sort of patience for people, and there was a ton of people. Venice is just an absolute and utter gong show. There were like just more people per square foot than I would ever like to see again in my life. And the sidewalks, or the walkways, are so incredibly skinny, and we had bets as to how long before my son was going to fall into the canal. I've already lost. I'm guessing this person used heavy Zuka, so but yeah, Venice was insane. Florence was slightly less insane. A little bit fewer people and wider streets made a big difference. And then we got to Lucca. Lucca is this beautiful smaller town surrounded by a wall. Let's see how we got beat here. That's the other thing is I really don't care when I lose because the attacks just happen so incredibly quickly. Let's just see here. So just straight on letting his troops spread or her troops spread, very very smart, and now just crushing everything. Low level defenses are just not helpful at all. They just walked through my entire base. Let's try to get out one more win before I gotta log off. Not having heavies, not having Zukas is a big, big issue for me right now. So I definitely need to chalk up some extra points and try to get some wins in here. We'll see. I need to unlock heavies. I need to unlock Zukas. Rifles got me here very, very quickly, but I feel like I've totally capped out, and my artillery and or barrage is clearly not maxed because I just used all my GBE and that engine room is still standing. So and that's also something that excites me about warships is you can make a lot of major mistakes, but you can come back from them, but it takes some time. So right now I definitely need to fix this account because I'm getting absolutely destroyed, but there are ways to win, and I almost wish there would be some free resources handed out daily for those people who are stuck. But at the same time, I can see why that is not the case. So I'm curious what you guys think as far as like a free chest, like your supply boat, for example, if it could have some unlock tokens or some upgrade tokens. Don't really know what the answer would be, but we might be able to pull out a win here. I don't know. It's all going to come down to those edge rifles, and I feel like, see those edge rifles, just not getting enough done. So definitely probably should have used my GBE to get rid of the shock launcher instead, because our troops are just standing around doing essentially nothing. Need to flare this engine room right now. Yeah, too late. Lost. Warships. Now, that is one other unfortunate piece of naming, is that there have been some derogatory terms thrown at warships. But I gotta say, from a balancing standpoint, I feel like warships makes the game appeal to more people. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let's see if I can... but like, there are people who are just playing warships, there are people who are just playing operations, there are people who are just playing PvP, and all of that to me sounds like good. That sounds good. I mean, I feel like task force play has been hit a little bit. Let's get our warriors out here. Again, this is not going to work, but we're just going to keep trying and doing ridiculous, silly things. Maybe, just maybe, our warriors are going to get in there and get that engine room as the rest of our rifles spread. This person has one shock launcher back here we can hopefully get rid of, and using the warriors to spread out. You see, I have low-level flares, so that is one way that I have been using that to our advantage, actually, as opposed to a disadvantage, is letting those flares expire and getting our troops to do different things at different times as a result. Did I find a shock launcher that I did not destroy, or did I hit a shock mine there? Anyways, let me know if you guys have been upgrading your flares or not. Maybe upgrading flares works well at a later engine room state, but for me right now, I feel like there's actually an advantage to not upgrading engine rooms. Not upgrading flares, I should say. I'm about to lose again. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, flared away just slightly too early, and now we're about to get wrecked yet again. All rifles just not working out for me whatsoever. When is Mega Crab? I don't know. Yes or no, does Supercell pay me? Supercell does not pay me a dime. I have never ever received a single penny from Supercell. I mean, they flew me they flew me in coach to Helsinki. I think that my flight cost somewhere in the neighborhood. Anyways, they did not pay me a dime. They have bought me some drinks in Helsinki. They have flown me to Helsinki. They paid for my hotel in Helsinki, but I've never received a dime from Supercell, and I've been making YouTube videos for 3+ years. I make Boom Beach videos because I enjoy playing Boom Beach. I enjoy the people that I play Boom Beach with, and I enjoy the Boom Beach community. That's it. That's all. That's there. This is not. Oh, Rick posted April 26th crab. There you go. So crab is this weekend. Actually, you know what? Let's change to my New Zealand account now that I've already lost a whole bunch on this account, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. We will try and check for a crab shadow. There we go. Let's check for a crab shadow. No crab shadow quite yet, but I kind of feel like it's going to be in the next 9-ish hours. I can't remember what time the crab shadow usually shows up at, but hopefully very soon. But back to that point, yeah, this is not something that I make a heck of a lot of money at. This is not something that Supercell pays me at. I make a couple, like maybe a couple bucks a video from YouTube. That's not why I do this. I do this because I enjoy it. That's it. I enjoy hanging out with all of you guys. I like the banter. I like the intelligence that comes with the thought process of people, and that's one of the big things I like about Warships is that it actually has people thinking and planning and strategizing and coming up with different metas, and that's exciting. I don't know that the gameplay itself. I'm not. I don't know. I'm curious to see how the next season goes. I definitely spend a bunch of time playing this game mode, but I don't know that if I enjoy it more than PvP or more than Operations or more than Crab, and I don't think you necessarily have to rank anything, really. So let's go like this. We're going to try, I think I just used too many artillery. Let's find out. Nope. So I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. Any base that I cannot take down with an engine room with 4 artillery, I generally get absolutely destroyed on this account. So we shall find out. But I'm basically going to show you how often I lose on Warships. I've gotten as high as like 20 win streaks. I think I've had a 21 or 24 win streak, something into that effect. But lately, I think on this live stream, I think I'm like 1 for 6, and on my previous live stream, I think I was like 1 for 4 or something like that. So not exactly making myself look like the Warships Player of the Year. Mr. Chicken won that award, I believe. Let's flare this engine room and see if we can't just get there. This is the part that is just so confusing to me. Just flaring all of your troops at the engine room and hoping that you can take it down very, very quickly. It is so unlike any other game mode we've ever had, and it's interesting. I mean, that's where the all-heavy loadout works very, very well. Yes, the answer, I have not seen yet. So, Mark Chicken, and all the other guys were flown first class. I was flown in the Cattle, just because I'm flying from France. They were flying a long, long distance. They needed to lie down and sleep and all of that sort of stuff. I did not get that luxury, so I had to take 2 trains or 3 trains. I had to pay for my own trains to get to the airport, and then take the flight to Paris, then from Paris to Helsinki, and then Helsinki to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Paris, Paris to Marseille, and then a train from Marseille to Avignon, then a train from Avignon to Carpentras, and it was a long, long day in a whole different manner. Just taking trains is not super exciting. I think Supercell has a policy where if your flight's more than 6 hours, they fly you business or something like. I don't entirely know, but I did not qualify, sadly. So I was the tallest person there. I'm 6'3" or 190 centimeters or so, and it was an issue because I don't like flying. Is generally not something that I'm good at it. I get up and stretch. I drink a whole bunch of water and all that sort of stuff, but it's complicated and difficult when you're tall to fly. Cosmic Duel was not there because my face cam, not today, another day. I've got too much going on, and I'm worried about my kids are going to walk in because they're crazy right now. Like I said earlier, it's my son's 10th birthday, so I am just throwing a quick stream out here. All I really wanted to do was say hi, let you know that I'm back from vacation, and that I'm very curious to see what you guys are looking for as far as content, because I don't know what kind of balance we need to do as far as we being me and you guys, as far as what to do. I mean, Boom Beach is this kind of enigma right now. There are, I think, four different game modes at the moment. We've got Mega Crab, we've got PvP, we've got Operation Attacks, we've got Warships. I don't really know what sort of obviously I can't do Mega Crab in the middle of the month, but if you guys have any sort of feedback as far as what you'd like to see, which parts of the game are important to you, my Warships play in this stream was pathetically terrible. The fact that I have so many darn accounts is very, very not helpful, because it always takes me a couple minutes to figure out which account I'm on, what the best meta for that account is. I generally watch my replays to see what the heck I should be doing, but did not do that today, which caused a bit of a problem. Let's shock like so and like so. Using the heavy Zuka, the corner anchor, really do enjoy the corner anchor. If you don't know what the corner anchor is, as you can see here, my heavies are out front, my Zukas are hidden behind them, and down goes that base. We lost maybe one troop, maybe a couple. Yeah, I agree. I don't really see the point of face cam, to be honest, because it takes up so much real estate. So I'd much rather put the actual gameplay on. You guys have an idea of what I look like now. If you don't, I'll post a picture on Twitter or something. Wasn't super stoked on how I looked in the Boom Beach live stream, but it is what it is. So anyway, I should probably end this. I got a whole bunch of work to do. Thanks for coming in to everyone. Clear map, push crab, and warships. That's like a 12-hour stream right there. I like to keep my streams generally to somewhere in the neighborhood of between 10 minutes and an hour, just because otherwise it takes so much of my time and your time, and I burn a whole bunch of brownie points with my wife and kids and work, and there's just so many balls in the air right now that I don't really know which ones are the important ones. So please, like I said, throw some comments in. If they picked the worst possible angles of me, I think they did anyways, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. That was not the relevant. That was not the important bit. Showing off the game was the important bit, and I feel like everyone that I heard talk about that stream sounded like they enjoyed it, and it helped with some hype. So live streams. Yeah, I really do enjoy live streams, because I get to chat with all of you guys and get some feedback from you, and hopefully in the future live streams I'll minimize it to like 2 different bases for Warship or something like that, and maybe take some requests or operation hits or whatever it might be. But thanks to everyone who came in. Greatly appreciate all of the birthday wishes you guys have thrown towards my son. It's great to be back. Great to say hello to you, and I shall talk to all of you very, very soon. As always, I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.